States of America. Thank you for honoring us. And listen, when I talk to, by the way, your whole staff's been remarkable. They're also kind, very diplomatic. They've asked for a lot of necessary, protocols to make this something secure for you and our people. But they've been so great. But Sarah said that you not only want to be here and worship with us, but you're a man of faith. I knew that already. And you love to share your faith story. So let me ask you this question. We're talking about, how we share our faith, hooked. How did Jesus hook you?
Well, first, just let me say thank you so much, Pastor Dave. Thank you for your leadership of this wonderful ministry. It just inspired me. I can tell you, my wife Karen will be jealous when I report back. This feels.
Bring her next time.
We feel. She's returning from Europe. She represented the United States at the Special Olympics in Austria. This feels very much at home to us. But for me, I grew up in a wonderful church family. It was church on Sunday morning. It was grace before dinner. But I walked away from that when I was in high school. I had no interest in faith. I thought it was for other people. And then I went off to a little college in southern Indiana and started to attend a Christian fellowship group on the campus. I was invited by some good people to come. I can't remember why I kept going back. It was Tuesday night. They called it Vespers in a little chapel on campus. And but I found myself encouraged when I went there. And along the way, a young man who was a senior in college at the time and now pastors a large church in Indiana. He was doing exactly what you were talking about, people doing with neighbors. I didn't realize it. He just had taken an interest in me, and he was talking to me about faith. And I got to a point where I said to him, I told him, his name is John Gable. I said, John, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and be Christian. And he had this cross he wore around his neck. And this was before everybody could order anything on their phones. And I said, where'd you get that good cross? Because I want to go ahead and be Christian now. And he said, well, I got it in a catalog. And so I started bothering him. And we were in a fraternity together. And I started saying, give me that catalog. I got to, order that because I'm going to be wearing it now. And I'll never forget the day. It's absolutely true. We were in the cafeteria at the fraternity, and I said, hey, John, remember, get me that catalog because I got to get that. And he turned, he looked at me and said words that to this day he never remembers saying. He looked at me and said, you got to wear it in your heart before you wear it around your neck. And, it hit me. I think I stood there for 10 minutes because I felt like he just kind of pulled the curtain aside, and he looked right at me and just said, I see you. I see you for where you really are. And it was a few weeks later I went to what was a great contemporary Christian music festival in Wilmore, Kentucky, called Ichthus in 1978. I heard lots of great singing, just like I heard this morning, and I heard lots of wonderful preaching. And Saturday night, sitting in a light rain, I walked down, and not out of anything other than my heart really finally broke with the deep realization that what had happened on the cross in some infinitesimal way had happened for me. And I gave my life and made a personal decision